Top evening, everyone, and good morning, Shavan sir. To a pleasant evening to all who gathered here for our powerful discussion to make and disrupt this system. So we are here to be part of the change. So let us start these discussions of our Top University universities with our powerful invocation. So yeah, this is who we are. We are a team, talented, energetic, astonishing mindsets. We can do anything and everything. We talk, we care, we respect each other. We see beauty in everything. We are connected by hearts and driven by values. We celebrate each other. We provide value to each other. We take ownership in everything we do. We have freedom to make mistakes and be extraordinary. We should be driven by our goals, not by egos. We can do it and we will do it. Let us not hope for the best, let us be the best. This is who we are. So, this is our powerful invocation which states our value system. And now I would like to go through our vision and mission statements and our values. So, can you see the screen, all of you?
Yeah, yes, Allah.
Yes, our vision statements are to be in the list of top 0.001% of the happy people through enjoying the journey of our education, to enrich the student with the skills required for this advanced world, to set up the system to increase immigrants for India. We endeavor to impart knowledge and develop critical skills necessary to succeed both in professional and personal life by promoting learning, facilitating extraordinary growth and sustainable profitability with cutting edge standards. We empower girl education. We believe in being ourselves, believing in our abilities up to 100% by celebrating our moments, building friendships. Our missions are we learn as we go, we access the free resources available for everyone. We always keep learning, we work on the fundamental principles, which are first principles, value added, value based education system it is. Every person is considered as a student and a teacher. Think different, believe in dreaming big, question the creation, and be disruptive. Unique we are, inspired the world is. Our values are respect oneself and each other, see the beauty in oneself and others, we see greatness in oneself and others, make others taste the real education with the attitude of gratitude, providing quality, providing equality, adding value to myself and others. So these are our values, which is our value-based university. So let us begin our today's discussion regarding Top University. Universe it is with a small activity. So I would like to reveal that activity. Yes, you are wondered because I got the sense when Shivani Akka in her Top Gratitude Hour shared the experience of education, not even from the books or the words or the skills, just from persons, where we can see the visually and the art, which is a kind of education where art speaks. So uh, it is one of the kind. So I would like to I am inspired or because it impressed me very much, so I would like to share that activity on. So just think that in you are now we are now here who are here are grown up who are pursuing btech or some other courses or some other. So let us go through let us imagine that we are again in our childhood. So just to remind your activities what you have done. So if you now you are in this age and if you would like to be in the age of your child, uh, how do you want to spend your childhood? You have the opportunity to create your childhood in the way you want. So how would you would like to dream it? How would you would like to want your childhood? So if you have a book and pen, just write down how you want to be as a child. So explore, make joy, and just write down the activity. So we will be within 2 minutes. We will be back again listing our activity. So write down with a pen and paper. If you want to be a child, how would like to be in education system? In education. Hope you all done. I mean, childhood is the age which we even dream till now. It won't complete. I know. So uh, let us list out the activities or the things. How would you like to learn? So if anybody want to share your thoughts, how your childhood, I mean, childhood wants to be. So just raise your hand and you can continue the discussions if you have listed out. If not completed, yeah.
Yes, Anna. Yeah. Like I missed these things, Anna. Like enjoying in playing games, and I want to involve in teachers' discussion, and that I missed, Anna. And also one thing, and I want to think at the time like a grown up. When I used to think some future goals in fifth class and fourth class, I used to feel very excited, but no one patted at that time. Like thinking of like a grown up. At that I missed those things and these three things like playing games and involving in teachers' discussion and thinking like a grown up. Yes, these things I missed a lot in my school education. Yeah.
Uh, yes, Tarun. From your part, you would like to be part of playing more, and involving the discussions like a grown up.
Oh, yes, Anna.
Yeah, that's wonderful. Shivani Akka, go ahead.
Yes. Thank you, Dhanush, for this beautiful activity. One of the things I want, like I hated the most is uh, homeworks. Like they used to give so much of homework just to write. Like they used to be textbook, and they used to just say that copy that in a book, like write it in a written form. So I used to think like how it is going to help, and the teacher used to say, if you write it, you will remember the like more. Uh, సో ఐ వాజ్ లైక్ అంటే చూసి రాస్తే ఏంది రిమెంబర్ చేసుడు ఏంది అన్నట్టు నేను ఇక అనుకునేదాన్ని. దాన్ని ఒక 10 సార్లు 5 సార్లు ఇట్లా రాపిచ్చేటోళ్ళు అనమాట. ఇక నేను సర్లే రాసేద్దాం అన్నట్టు రాసేదాన్ని. కానీ లైక్ they should if they are letting us to write, they should help us to understand how writing helps. అంటే సరే హోంవర్క్ ఇచ్చారు, how writing will help us to know or అండర్స్టాండ్ ద కాన్సెప్ట్ మచ్ మోర్ అన్నట్టు అది ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ ఇచ్చిన అది ఉండాలి. సో ఇఫ్ ఐ హ్యాడ్ అ ఛాన్స్ ఐ వుడ్ గివ్ గుడ్ ఏమంటారు హోంవర్క్స్ ఆర్ ఎల్స్ ఇక హోంవర్క్స్ ఎలిమినేట్ అన్నట్టు. ద నెక్స్ట్ థింగ్ లైక్ స్కూల్ బ్యాగ్స్ ఉండేవి కదా, దెర్ యూస్ సో మచ్ ఆఫ్ వెయిట్ అన్నమాట. ఇక అన్ని బుక్స్ నాకైతే అన్ని బుక్స్ ఇంపార్టెంట్ అనిపించేవి. ఇక అన్ని తీసుకెళ్లేదాన్ని నేను స్కూల్కి, ఒక్కటి కూడా వదలకుండా. అండ్ దానివల్ల మోస్ట్ ఆఫ్ ద లైక్ నా హైట్ కూడా కొంచెం, దట్ ఈస్ వన్ ఆఫ్ ద రీజన్స్ ఐఎమ్ సో షార్ట్ టుడే. సో ఆ బర్డన్ వల్ల అంటే ఆ మొత్తం మోసుకెళ్ళేదాన్ని నేనైతే. మొత్తం ఇక అన్ని బుక్స్ అన్ని ఇంపార్టెంట్ అనిపించేది. టీచర్ కూడా నన్నే అడిగేది మొత్తం, ఏమంటే టెక్స్ట్ బుక్ ఇవ్వు ఆర్ సంథింగ్ లైక్. ఇక అన్ని తీసుకెళ్లేదాన్ని. ఇక దట్ ఈస్ వన్ ఆఫ్ ద థింగ్స్ వి షుడ్ కన్సిడర్ అంటే తీసుకెళ్లాలంటే ఒక బుక్ లైక్ ఇట్ ఈస్ టు లెర్న్ కదా. టెక్స్ట్ బుక్స్ అంటే మేబీ అక్కడ పెట్టుకునేటట్టు అట్లా అంటే పెట్టుకునేటోళ్ళు అంటే ఉండేది డెస్క్, కానీ ఇక నాకు ఉండేది కాదనమాట. అక్కడ పెట్టి వెళ్ళడం మనసు ఒప్పేది కాదు. ఇక అన్ని తీసుకొని అన్ని అట్లా అయ్యేది అనమాట. థ్యాంక్ యూ ధనుష్.
Yes, Akka. I wrote down the important points. Yeah, I'll speak about it. Yes, Shravan sir. Yes, you can go ahead.
Yeah. So obviously, I didn't like a lot of things about school. I didn't like homeworks. I didn't. it's like Shivani said, the repetition part. In Nissan, of course, I did. I did more than what the teacher said because I was forced to study all the time. So if I got 1 mark less, suppose say I got 99 out of 100, my father used to give me, you know, I can't go and play for the next 3 months until the next exams. So all of those things I didn't like. I didn't like the grade, first rank system. I didn't like it. So luckily, God gave me a chance to, implement my new ideas on my children. So I did that. So we took out a lot of those things. We did homeschooling. అరే అవసరమే లేదు అసలు స్కూలే ఎందుకు ఇంట్లో పెట్టేసుకుందామని చెప్పేసి ఉండేదే వాళ్ళు 18 ఏళ్ళు 19 ఏళ్ళు మాతోని. సో ఎంత నేను స్పెండ్ చేయగలుగుతా వాళ్ళతోని అంత మంచిది. ఐ మీన్ ఐ బ్రాట్ దెమ్ ఇన్ టు దిస్ వరల్డ్ టు నాట్ పుట్ దెమ్ ఇన్ స్కూల్, రైట్? ఐ బ్రాట్ దెమ్ ఇన్ దిస్ వరల్డ్ టు interact with them, to learn from them, to play with them. So I said, good, I think I can do a better job at teaching than them. And I have internet. And I was able to change a lot of things. If I could go back again in time, or maybe, some of your friends, or some of your brothers, or some of, I would completely change everything. I would not even do, some of the things like, uh, I would give much more freedom to uh, my children. I would be giving them, uh, I would play with them. I would we would do lot more interactions, and I would watch more what my children are doing. I would listen more to what my children are doing. So I think that is a mistake I did because I was worried because I was changing things. I thought the society was going to look at me and say, "Oh, see you know, see your son didn't do well, or this they didn't do well." A question of them Bhayamtoni, there were certain things I wanted to make sure happened. But if I could go back, I wouldn't even care about the society. I would just do it. I would just say, my children, what they want, how they want to live. That is all I would have focused. So, thank you, Dhanush, for that beautiful question.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Because everyone has some. I think if we remember our olden days, everybody would say what we have missed. Yes, that would be the absolute point. And there are sometimes where we learn in a different way when we play because everything is something like learning. Why we only restricted to these things. And if we see generally the major drawback what I have faced in my school age is if I have a drill period at least in weekly just 2 periods, even that 2 periods also, I mean the 2 classes also taken by someone who else, by someone or professor or sir to complete the maths or the remaining math syllabus or science syllabus. And that's even I did not get. Even also, if they are wishing to give a drill period, the works which will be remain and those put into a major. I mean, don't know how to explain, but there will be something like backsetting only, like Shivani Akka mentioned, and that is the major cause of every Indian children. If you have more books to carry, you learn more, more a lot. I don't know what it makes sense. Yeah, that's even we want to consider. And as you said, internet is one of the great source, and how we can make use of it to enrich our mindset. So I would like to share a video. So if I want to go back to my school age, I mostly like is doing learning through doing activities and learning. I majorly like the most thing I like is the dance. So is there anything that can learn in everything in the form of the dance? So there I found a video. So I would like to share that learning through dance every time. So that I would like to share. And yes, yeah. First, I would like to share that something like you have already seen yeah, you have already seen Shivani Akka that how we can learn even through the painting. The painting is one of the greatest art. So here I explored the another way that I would like to. Can you hear the voice?
This teacher thought education was
Yeah,
boring,
yes, sir.
so he did something crazy. He built his own school where all students dance, sing, and go on slides. This may be the least boring school you'll see in America. Who is this teacher and why did he build this school in America? In Atlanta, USA, I found Ron. Hey, Nas Daily, what's up? I'm Ron Clark, and I built a school where learning is magical. 25 years ago, Ron took up a job as a school teacher in a low wealth area. And on his first day, his students made him understand that they were not interested. My students were bored. They didn't want to learn. They didn't want to learn out of a textbook. And I realized that if my students were bored, they weren't going to become lifelong learners. So I knew I had to do something. I had to find a way to fire it up. So one day, Ron came to class and decided to do something different. He put away the old textbooks and started singing. 1914 to 1918, World War II. There was this popular song at the time called the Thong Song, inappropriate. And I said, I'm going to change the words of this song to geography. And it was like, geography is so good to us. We practice and we learn so much. We study that map from front to back, get on the ball. Now don't be slack. Glad to learn about a lot of places that are cool and hot. We study every single spot from Spain to South Dakota. And then we went and we would plot our maps. And the students loved it. They said, oh, this is so cool. And so I made myself look kind of foolish to do it. But when you're a teacher or a parent, you got to be willing to sacrifice all of your humility and every bit of who you are to do what's best for kids. And if you do that, they're going to thrive. They're going to try their best. They're going to learn. His class went from boring to a Broadway show. Every day was a different performance, and just like that, his students went from hating school to loving it. Teachers have got to be better than video games. Look, these kids, they got their iPhones, they're all playing all kinds of technology. These students are doing so many different things. So you got to really be on. You got to bring it to life. If you don't, the kids aren't going to learn. And he thought if he could change a class, then he could change an entire school. So he built his own. Ron went to Atlanta, found an empty warehouse, and started his school. During the first 6 months of opening our school, we were robbed 16 times. But we knew we couldn't give up. We knew we had to keep pushing. We knew we had to make the dream come to reality. And after 4 years, the Ron Clark Academy was born. Welcome to... Here, kids learn like nowhere else in the world. They learn by dancing and singing. They have houses like in Harry Potter. And during recess, they can hang out with dragons. Our slides are very important to us. They're very symbolic because we say, don't take the stairs like everyone else. Don't take the safety path. Take the slide. Don't be afraid to take a path that no one else has ever thought of before. That kind of symbolizes what we do here at RCA, and that is how we want our students to live their lives. Don't get me wrong. Students still have books and exams, and the school is actually one of the most challenging schools in the world. But because Ron has made school a place of joy, excitement, and magic, he knows he can expect his students to reach the sky. And they do, because 95% of the students have gone to college. Some of them even made it to an Ivy League school. I think as a teacher, it's important to make every child feel like they can conquer the world. I tell my staff, I said, look, at our school, we got a kid here that's going to be the future president of the United States of America. Now, I don't know which one it is, so we best prepare all of them. We want them to be compassionate, knowledgeable. We want them to have a cultural understanding of the world and appreciation of other religions. We want to raise kids who could be the leader of the free world. And if you think, I don't know which one it's going to be, let me prepare all of them that way, you begin to see potential in children, and then they'll begin to deceive themselves. This teacher is a living proof that education doesn't have to be boring. With the right attitude, education can be fun and magical. Did you like?
I know, I know, all enjoyed because, yeah. Before I want to tell, I want to listen. Do anyone to say about their views? Yeah, if anyone would not like to, I would continue. Can you hear? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Uh,
Yeah. So that was brilliant. Okay. So he went into one of the poorest areas and he's making them go to Ivy League schools. That is so hard. My son going to Ivy League school is not that great. He has all the. So, uh, I mean, uh, I think, Dhanush, I was thinking about this. Maybe uh, one of the things you could consider is start creating activities for your new school, for your new university, for our new university. Start creating activities. Maybe we should have a online YouTube, Google Meet, uh, dance class. While we can teach while dancing or singing the class. And also, I think all the Thop University WhatsApp group members, I think you should come up with something, some activity by which they can come up with some idea saying, this is an idea which I would like to see in schools, and ask them to, write it down for you. So this way, all of these things you can put it into on the website, or you could put it into, I think one of these days you should also have like a Thop University, uh, you know, the new frontier in education. Okay, and JPSSC, you can have a book on that, and then you can put all of these thoughts, saying that these are all the ideas that could be considered into that book. So I think there should be some little, just an activity in Judo. I think that it can be extended a little more to all the members. Okay? Thank you. Great video. Great video.
uh, yes, Tarun. Before that, yeah, thank you, Shavita. Those are worth considering points. Yes, go ahead, Tarun.
ఎస్ అన్న. ఈ యాక్టివిటీస్ లైక్ అంటే మనం ఫోటోగ్రఫీ అంటే ఫోటోగ్రాఫ్ కాంపిటీషన్ పెట్టామనుకోండి. ఇప్పుడు ఎవరైతే ఎంతమంది అయితే ఉన్నారో తోపు యూనివర్సిటీలో, ఒకవేళ మనమే స్టూడెంట్స్ అనుకోండి, ఇప్పుడు అంటే నేచర్ ఫొటోస్ తీసి పెట్టడం, అంటే దాని మీద మనకి ఏమనిపిస్తే ఆ ఫోటో తీసి ఒక యాక్టివిటీ లాగా అట్లీస్ట్. అంటే ఇప్పుడు శ్రవణ్ సార్ మనకు అప్పుడప్పుడు ఫొటోస్ పంపిస్తున్నప్పుడు మనం ఎంత ఆనందంగా ఫీల్ అవుతాం, అబ్బా ఇది భలే ఉంది, ఈ ఫోటోగ్రఫీ ఇంత కరెక్ట్గా ఎట్లా తీశారని. అది కూడా ఒక యాక్టివిటీ కింద. నెక్స్ట్ ఎస్ దట్స్. అండ్ ఆ వీడియో మాత్రం నాకు చాలా బాగుందని. అంటే ఒకటి ఎంటీ రూమ్ చూసాను కదా సార్, చెప్పండి సార్.
ఏం లేదు, నువ్వు అన్నావు కదా ఫోటోగ్రఫీ కాంటెస్ట్. ఐ థింక్ వీ షుడ్ డూ దట్, ధనుష్. మనం we can create a small, I don't know whether we can even come up with a interesting prizes, not traditional prizes, not first prize, second prize, అలా కాకుండా some categories or some way to distinguish but not say that he or she is better. And I think everyone has a camera. So it doesn't have to be one or the other. It can be anything, right? They can even put few things on the table and take a picture of that and send it. They can edit the picture. They can do filters. Anything they want to do, they can do. So let us have our own photography contest. Okay?
Yes, sir. Like best emotional photography, like best classic photography, best energetic photography, like that. In that way, we can keep captions for that, sir. to prize. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Amazing.
Okay. Yep. Great idea, Tarun.
And yes, sir. Before for this video, I would like to share uh, like I already asked, but I would like to again ask. And yeah, we consider when we consider the childhood, it's something like some of our passions are missed because I would very much like to dance, so I explored this. So like something Tarun gave the idea about photography, and when we start this, ideas will come arising. I mean, they will many more ideas will come, and we will start planning activities. Something like on the last week, I explored about how we can teach to everyone in our Indian schools with the surroundings items that are available in the garden. So that's my idea, and yeah, we are writing on the activities. And apart from that, yeah, because something like learning in a new way might creates an impact. That's really creates an impact because in uh, in our world, even till now, we would like to see the cartoons than any other things in the TV channel also, because that is how the greatest thing. If we can make, or if we can learn them through the more interesting cartoons they like in the childhood age, and that would be even for more funny way also. Yeah, those are the things like yeah. After coming to that childhood, of course, when we create the learning mindset in that age only, there will be no boundary, because once they have set the learning mindset, and yeah, there will be all round, I mean all round explore, because you have said no. However, top ECL is going, something like learning can be when we are compassionate, knowledgeable. Yes, we can give this world magical and impactful. So how we learn is the fun. Education can be fun, because that we proved, where we can interact with the team, and yeah, where we made every moment is a joyful moment. uh, After that, when we are paving the ways for our university, so I consider like uh, when we are only set to something like, I set to the chemical engineer, so I would like to serve in the industry of AI and ML, or in the software, or in terms of agriculture also. So if we are when we can be explore to all the branches, even though, yeah, even though we are only restricted to some parts, we can frame. I mean, we can form a team in every group. So where we can form a team for every group. So something like I will be forming a team, and we will start exploring. So nothing will be stopping for a learning mindset. So I will be start exploring in the area of the software, which can empower the agriculture system, something like that. So Tarun can start in the way of exploring, which can give everyone's art and filmography, so that everyone can explore, or everyone can be the creator of their own videos or their content. So something like, so there are many ways. Law can be, and something like Rohit has created a wide range. I mean, so lifelong learning, where how we can achieve the lifelong learning, so that with the fun, where we can create a magic moment, and that can be impactful, and where we can be expertise. So that is the way of going, and everything should be the fun, and that's our top university creates. These are my ideas, where we can explore. Yeah, to the every department. I mean to the everything, where we have said something like Shivani Akka has said for the gratitude, where the values matters, and Nivi has said for the uh, for for creating the stories from our neighborhood common people, where they accomplish the uncommon accomplishment. So something like that, where you are the starting stone for that growth, then you will be the one who will be the torchbearer, and that's how. So if we can create this impactful situation in every child where we educate, so that will be the greater impact. So these are my views, and yeah, anyone can share their views. There are a lot more to say, I think. So yeah, the things. Yeah, Sangeeta has shared me a video that she would like to share. Can you see my screen? I
Yes,
mean,
sir.
can you hear us? Okay. Yeah. Yes, Sangeeta. Hello.
Yes, Anna.
Yeah. First, we want to listen to your views when you first hear this.
Yeah, yeah. When I seen first, I thought that when we start learning, we may face difficulties or we may find it is difficult. But when we have a attitude of never quitting and learning mindset, we will grow more and we will we create our own difference with others. In comparative with others. That is what I learned from that video. Yes.
Yeah. Yes. And in that video, I have found a new thing that all the birds are just going, and I mean the birds which are flying just only going and picking the small thing, because that the world has set them to do. The other birds are set them to do. So but the bird which don't know the flying, when it went to pick up a thing for its eating, and when she first started, okay, it went, and the next went on the sudden, it hidden itself in the ground. So at that time she found many new and the infinity of that world, and she became the torchbearer for that what we can explore. So that is really inspired me, because it became the torchbearer, and it became the one of the reason for all that birds to uh, to take and come that the big last thing. The last is the big thing, no, that they have never seen. So that is how, because something like I have already seen a video, and I uh, nobody has changed this world where in the way that world has made them to do. The final word means nobody has changed the world in a way that the world has told them to do. So that's because if you want to disrupt, think different and explore different. So that's the way, and it really impacted me. Yes, any views or comments from this video from anyone? Yeah, it impacted me. And yeah, one of the key in our top university is like when I went through the Finland education system, where Finland is considered as one of the happiest countries in the world. So what I found is mentoring system. Uh, Mentoring system is the way similar to what we are practicing in our top ESL. So top mentorship program is the way that every child will get in the Finland from their childhood itself. So in their childhood, every so they in recruiting the teacher in a school or college, so they will recruit the only the high accomplished people. So not only high accomplished means whom they think that they can train the student in the way that a student get, not in the way that a teacher is explaining, but in the way that student can get. So which we think like a personalized training or personalized care. So there for their sixth class till that fourth class or sixth class, they will get the same teacher, and there they can grow the great bonds. So if they don't wish, they can shift, or they can tell the headminister or headmistress or headmaster, and they can change or something like. But they can get the personalized care, so that they can grow the bonds with the teachers, and the teachers can become the family member of that student. So that is how they beautifully frame the education system, and that is what's happening in our Topisel, where they can make every moment as the magical moment. So that's how I experience it. So there they can think different, they can act different, as they have already the most successful person, something like an MTech graduate who is already teaching them. So they make them to explore things like robotics or any other stream or field that they would like to go in the way. So and most of the things I found is yeah, I would like to share it in the next of our discussions. So now, yeah, I would like to tell about the greatest I mean how we can adapt or how we can frame our education system from them. So in Finland, something like a top mentoring system, and yes, every child is given a freedom of to do the things on their own, and yeah, everyone will get the free education and the quality education, and their meal will be very highly cooked in the schools itself. So even they went to the private school or the government school, they will be get the I mean the good quality meal, which where even most of the cases in India we are lacking. So the meal itself is managed by the students for all other students at that time. They also run the canteens on their third class or fourth class itself only, where they can learn the magic maths by serving the people in the canteen. So that is the beauty they frame. Uh, so after seeing to that, Finland education system mostly resembled in the way what our Topisel is operating. So they build the friendships, then they create the fun moments, and then the as usual the top mentoring system will be practiced where they can make the wonders. So that is how what I learned from the Finland. And after that I also went through others, something like Japan, Ireland, uh, Japan education system, Ireland education system, and all other education systems. Every country has its own beauty, and even our India has its own beauty in where we can explore the more time where we can spend on our education. But that is one of the way when a person get interest. But for the one who not get interest, so those are the things. Yeah, even in the Finland education system, exams will be conducted, but no result will be revealed till their 10th class. No result will be revealed, so they will be get almost for every 10 students a teacher will be assigned, something like a mentor. So he will be taking the personal care where the student has to develop. So not only just the teacher can know the result, but the student cannot know the result. So every student cannot know the result, so that the student can know where the student should develop his skill, where he is lacking, so that he can get the perfect solution from his teacher who is like a mentor. So that is how we can how our Topisel is going. That's what I the view. I mean the things like so in in Japan education system, yeah, there are many. What are the beauty of the things? What I already Shivani Akka shared many times. Shan sir shared many times that whenever in the education system they consider the values first, as like till fourth class a kid is something defined learn, let him learn the world till the fourth class. So there will be no exams till the fourth class, but what is required for the kid is learned, where they clean their own lunch boxes, where they clean the whole classes, and where a um, clean harmony and the very fundamental and the great values, what we consider our great values, will be taught at the fourth class. So that is how where we can see whenever a car passes on the road, they will always bow their head at a great respect, and they will show always a great respect to the one who stopped for them to cross the road. And at the same time, yeah, they always they will try to always be respect and be for how they can add value to the people, so that a person who is driving the car will also stop, and if, the students who are crossing the road. So those are the beauty of the values where we can incultivate what we are practicing in our Topisel too, where we can incultivate in our in the childhood, and who are the children who will be joining our university. Yeah, and yes, they will be cleaning only, not yes, in our in India the point is that where we can mostly see that cleaning is only part to the something like a municipal workers or the persons who clean the road. But we also know that cleaning our every home and everything, but they also feel the right feel the right of the thing that cleaning is their fundamental right and fundamental duty, so that wherever you can see the waste, you should be the part of the cleaning. So that is the greatest thing that I have found in the Japan education system. So till fourth class, they only focused on the values. So once values are set, automatically when we give respect to the other person, we automatically learn from that person. So when we learn from that person, we automatically uh, unpack the infinite potential where we can learn from everywhere and everyone. So that is the learning mindset. So those are the things. Yes, if you think you would like to be, yeah, of course, everyone want to be part of this change, I know. So if you want to share any other views, yes, still we can continue and continue which you want to like to share about this university. Yeah, go ahead. Yes, Tarun.
Yes, Anna. One more thing, we will start with the appreciation certificates. Like if he did something in class, yes, best appreciation award to this child in certain category. And we should award all the students in different categories. How like photography, Anna, so that we can
Uh, yes,
appreciation starts with appreciation and
yes, that's even beautiful. I once again remind the word Shivani Akka said in her last gratitude hour. Every child is unique because they will teach us before they learn. They will teach us many great things to never give up. So every child is unique in their own way. That is Tare Jemi Par movie, and that's really impactful. Yes, when we are set to learn from anything, we are about to learn. We should learn. I mean, we are here to learn from everyone and every moment on this. Yes. And we are here to succeed that journey of our life. That's all what I consider. So our invocation greatly tells about our values. Yeah. So, yes, Shivoneka. And
అన్న అంటే ఇప్పుడు మనం అంటే తోపు యూనివర్సిటీ గ్రూప్ లో ఎవరైతే ఉన్నారో వాళ్ళకైనా ఈ తోపు యూనివర్సిటీ ఇంకెవరికైనా అంటే
anyone, who wants to be the part of this are welcome always.
అంటే
Yeah, I think I will make you as a group admin too.
ఓకే ఓకే ఓకే
Uh,
అయితే
yeah,
మనం అంటే శ్రవణ్ సార్ అంటే ఇప్పుడు శ్రవణ్ సార్ తోపీ సెల్ చేశారు కదా, ఇట్లా మనం తోపు యూనివర్సిటీ చేస్తున్నాం కదా, అంటే శ్రవణ్ సార్ ఏం ఫాలో అయ్యారు అవన్నీ ఫాలో కావచ్చు తోపీ సెల్ తోపు యూనివర్సిటీలో.
yeah,
లైక్ మనం అంటే ఎవరైతే కొత్త వాళ్ళు జాయిన్ అవుతున్నారో మనం వి విల్ జాయిన్ అంటే ఇంటర్మీడియట్ వాళ్ళని కూడా జాయిన్ చేద్దాం, వాళ్ళకి మనం మెంటర్స్గా ఉందాం. అంటే వి విల్ కీప్ రెగ్యులర్ కాల్స్ విత్ దెమ్. అండ్ 6th 7th క్లాస్ వాళ్ళని కూడా జాయిన్ చేద్దాం. ఎవరైతే ఉన్నారో గ్రూప్లో ఫస్ట్ నుంచి వాళ్ళనే మెంటర్స్గా, అంటే ఇంకా ఎలా ఉంటుంది ఎడ్యుకేషన్ సిస్టమ్, అట్లా మనం పర్సనల్ ట్రైనర్స్కి వాళ్ళ అయిపోదాం. ఇప్పుడు ఆల్రెడీ మనకు మెంటర్స్ ఉన్నారు, మనం వీళ్ళకి.
that is one of our vision statements only, and that is the reason behind everyone is a teacher and everyone is a student.
ఎస్
That's
ఎస్
all.
మనం అట్లా జాయిన్ చేద్దామన్నా. అంటే 6th 7th క్లాస్ వాళ్ళు ఉన్నా కూడా పిల్లలకి అర్థమవుతుంది కదా, అంటే వాళ్ళు ఎలా ఉన్నారు, వాళ్ళు స్టిక్కర్స్ ఫైటే ఆడుకొని ఏదన్నా ఆడుకొని వాళ్ళనైతే ఇన్వాల్వ్ చేద్దాం, ఎట్లుందో చూద్దాం అందరినీ.
Yeah,
ఎస్ ఎస్ అన్న.
sure, Tarum.
మన సిబ్లింగ్స్ ఉంటే సిబ్లింగ్స్ తో మొదలు పెడదామన్న జాయినింగ్. అంటే ఇంకెవరన్నా చిన్నపిల్లలు ఎవరైనా ఉన్నారనుకోండి, మన ఇంటితో మొదలుపెట్టి ఇక బయట ప్రపంచం. ఎస్
Yeah, it's a wonderful and good idea, I think.
Yeah. So, and if you want, okay, I will conclude the call today. Yeah,
యా
Tarun.
వన్ మోర్ థింగ్ అన్న, అంటే మనము యాక్టివిటీ ఒకటి పెట్టుకుందాం నెక్స్ట్ వీక్ కల్లా. ఫోటోగ్రఫీ అంటే ఎన్ని ఫోటోగ్రఫీస్ వస్తాయి అన్ని, అదొకటి పెట్టుకుందామా? అంటే వీక్ లో ఎప్పుడో అంటే చిన్న గ్లాస్ లో వాటర్ పోయటమైనా సార్ అన్నట్టు పెన్సిల్ పెట్టి బుక్ మీద ఏదో ఒకటి అట్లీస్ట్ నేచర్ ఫోటోగ్రఫీ కానీ అదొక్క యాక్టివిటీ చేద్దామా ఈ వీక్? యా ఓకే.
Sure.
ధనుష్, గ్రేట్ జాబ్. నేను సగమే విన్నాను, బట్ ఇట్ ఈస్ రియలీ గోయింగ్ వెల్. రిమెంబర్ వన్ థింగ్ ఏంటంటే, ఈచ్ పర్సన్ షుడ్ మేక్ దేర్ అబ్సెషన్ దేర్ ఓన్. Okay, so you should figure out all the different ways to bring people in to your team. You have to show them that joining your team makes their time worthwhile. See, you're not part of ESL because because of Shravan sir. You're doing it because it helps you, because you have certain goals, you have certain.
Yes, sir. Sir, your voice is low. I cannot hear your voice. Hello, sir.
Hello?
Yeah.
Sir, we are able to hear your voice, sir.
Now,
Can you able
okay,
to-
sir. Yeah.
But continuing your idea matters.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so Chala, you are doing really, really well. Keep it up. You are inspiring us every single day.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. I will keep it doing. Yeah, I will keep it doing. Yes. Okay. We will conclude the call today. And thank you so much, Sangeeta, for sharing that video. Yeah.
Thank you so much,
And
Chandan.
thank you so much to the all who gathered here on this pleasant evening to make our discussions more powerful and make it implemented to bring a great change for our education. So that's what we impact, and let us be the part of the change. Let us make the change.